Blake with Boulevard Home. Today, we're gonna talk about me. I've always wanted to talk about me and how great I am. So today, we're gonna talk about me. I'm kind of a little apprehensive about doing this video. I will be honest with you, because there's some of you out there that may call me names or call me out because of my choice on this, but let me explain. I had to buy a new washer. My washing machine, again, it was a Whirlpool. It was 20 years old. The gear case went kablooey. My wife was washing a blanket and she goes, "Do you hear that knocking noise?" And I says, "Yes, I do." So I walked back there and looked at my washing machine and it was making this knocking noise. It was agitating, but it was making this knocking noise. It sounded like somebody was taking a ball-peen hammer and hitting that gear case as hard as they possibly could. Something had broken inside the gear case and it was no longer spinning. It says, "After 20 years, peace out." And it was done. So I decided, well, is it worth buying a new washing machine or fixing it? And I said, well, I will take this opportunity to go shopping for a washing machine. And so I went and looked at all the different brands, and the ones that I recommended, I looked at all those. Now my laundry room is fairly small, so I can't really fit a front load. And if I did, I'd be shuffling in and out, doing the side shuffle, going in and out when the doors open, and it just didn't work for me. So, unfortunately I had to go with the top load machine. I looked and my wife looked, and we kind of looked at some features and stuff that she liked and stuff that I liked. She wanted a deep fill washing machine, and I did too, but I also wanted to have the flexibility of having an adjustable fill, as far as it can do a low fill, an automatic fill. I also wanted, because where our laundry room is located, I also wanted to have Wi-Fi connectability, because you can't hear the washer and dryer when it finishes from the other room. So I really wanted Wi-Fi connectability so I could get notifications on my phone when it was done. Wi-Fi on these, is it a waste of money? It's a little gimmicky. I may have said it's a waste of money, and it is a waste of money, but you can spend your money on what you want, and that's what I want. So it's not a waste of money in this aspect, because that's what I want. We kind of narrowed down, went through we looked at the Speed Queens, and we looked at the LGs, and we looked at, well, I won't lie to you, that's about all we looked at, because that is my number one and my number two pick as far as a washer and dryer. So we compared functions and we compared features, and I don't like shopping. I just rather go in and say, yeah, give me this and go. But this is going to be a long-term purchase. It's going to be a long-term investment in my house. So I want to make sure that I'm going to get something that is great as far as functionality. It washes great. There's very few problems with it. These are all things I had to put into my consideration for buying this appliance. And also I had to look at price. Now everybody has to look at price, including me. Things that I personally have to take into account that most people don't have to take into account is warranty service. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos before, so I'll mention it again, that built into that sale of that appliance is warranty service. That's money they set aside for warranty service. When I'm looking at price, I'm saying, gosh, if I'm paying this much for it, I'm getting this much warranty service out of it, but what am I personally getting out of it? I'm getting nothing. I'm warranty service. They're not gonna pay me any extra money if it breaks. It's not like I'm gonna hire one of my guys that work in the shop to come fix it, because, well, I guess I could, but still, I wouldn't do that to him, because I would want to fix it because it's my appliance. So I had to take that into consideration. So is the cost of this appliance that you're looking at or thinking about buying, is it worth the extra money for the warranty? Some people, if you can't afford it, it may not. Some people, it absolutely is. And for me, being a servicer is a important factor for this. So we finally narrowed down to the appliance that we wanted. I said, okay, I'll buy this washing machine. And then my wife looks at me and says, well, what about the dryer? And I said, what about the dryer? I said, it works just fine. It runs just fine. It dries just fine. She has the audacity to look at me and say, didn't you say on one of your videos that you should purchase the matching dryer to the washing machine whatever washer you buy the matching dryer to make your wife happy? And I looked at her, and there's nothing I could have said other than, yes, dear, I did. So I got the matching dryer to this washer I wasn't expecting, but I have them both now. So Anyhow, so after this big long story of what I ended up buying an LG top-load machine with an agitator. A lot of you say, well, you said Speed Queen's the best. They are the best. I'm still gonna stand on that. It is the best. But if you look at any of the videos, they're also gonna hear me say LG is number 2. I went with LG for several things: cost, functionality, and reliability. They are good appliances, and that's what I did buy. For anybody that wants to upgrade and they say, they want to get something different, these are all factors that we all have to face. My advice, I would first and foremost, I would talk to a serviceman, and I've said this before, talk to a serviceman. Read reviews. Make sure it's what you want. Look for the things that are important to you. Warranty service, if that's important to you. Color, size, because in my case, size was a factor, and I had to take that into consideration too, because I wanted a front load machine and I would have bought an Electrolux if it would have fit in there, but I didn't feel like knocking down walls to make it fit. These are all factors that everybody has to face. So I hope that my story of how I had to shop and how I came to this decision, I hope that helps some of you, because yeah, even the servicemen have to buy new appliances every now and then. And I figure, 20 years, I may have to buy one more set till, until I die, So anyhow, I hope this video was helpful. And if you have any questions or you want to berate me for not buying a Speed Queen, which I honestly deserve, just put it in the comments below. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. But we have lots of other videos for you to watch, so please like and subscribe, and you can check out all these other videos, and we'll find out lots of interesting stuff you may or may not want to know, but at least you'll have that information, and information is power. So thanks for watching.